Hey guys, it's Cinder here, and I'm here to just do a little bit of business. What is that business exactly? Well, recently I've been delving into the big wide world of Vtubers. Now, if you asked me about a year or two ago what I thought about Vtubers as a whole, I would probably have a very different viewpoint than what I have now, with some exceptions. Back then, I didn't really see the appeal or motives behind what made VTubers so special, unique, and to be honest, I still kinda sorta don't. But that hasn't changed the fact that the way I see them has changed. No more do I see this silly little goober of a shark girl and go, who the actual fuck wastes their time watching this shit? But instead, in the glorious year of 2025, I say this shit is still kind of fucking weird, but it has charming characters, so why not watch it? After actually spending some time watching some more VTubers on the internet, engaging in conversations related to said VTubers on Discord, and doing a bit of my own research.
You was jacking off in VR? That's good.
I have come to find out that there's actually a lot more to VTubing than what I gave them credit for in the first place. So, with all that being said, anything that has to do with VTubers as a whole is still pretty new to me. And considering the fact that I generally just never enjoyed watching streaming or use Twitch or anything like that. Now, I could be what the kill kids call a big fat yapper and talk on about all the weird ass controversies and rage bait that an average rep says Destiny or Chibi Reviews fan would come to expect. But me, I'm better than that. I'm better than them. So instead of that, I'm going to simply show you guys today what I consider to be, at least in my opinion, the funniest VTubers that I have found so far in 2025. Now, why the funniest and not like the most talented or who's the most cracked at a certain video game or some shit like that? But when I watch VTubers, I'm generally watching them to be entertained. I have a really stupid ass sense of humor is basically what I'm trying to say. I watch VTubers to see goofy, batshit insane, funny haha moments. And I think that these three that I have chosen fit that category to a T, so without further ado, let's get on to the first goofy goober. GG Marin, the absolute brain rot, hyperactive, easily distracted, possibly autistic ball of energy herself. If there was one singular clip that could describe GG, it would be this.
Quick question, G-Pain, do you really think cereal is a soup?
How am I supposed to look in your eyes when I want to get in between your thighs?
Born and raised under the flag of freedom, Gigi is a free-spirited chaser, whatever the fuck that means, okay? And mischievous gremlin. As you can see, even the official Hololive page can't help but call her out for what she truly is. She is often the source of headaches for those around her, causing trouble because she thought it was funny. And quite a headache she can be indeed. And when I say headache, I mean 12 gauge suck to the head kind of headache. The kind of headache you get after a long night of playing beer pong, but with something a little bit stronger than beer. Gigi very often does collabs with other members of the Hololive team, and to say that she keeps things very lively is an understatement of the decade. Some of the most notable moments of this I have put a lot of time into watching is her Minecraft series, where she has put extra love and care into fucking with her friends as much as humanly possible.
I want to dig. I want to, how does one say, mine?
This Minecraft series is also the birthplace of one of her most iconic and well-known catchphrases. You all know it, we all have seen it, so ladies and gentlemen, say it with me. Boat goes binted. Boat goes in, bint comes out.
Boat goes binted, Maury Calliope.
Some of the most brain rot shit I've ever heard come out of a VTuber's mouth, and this is basically that personified. Besides the things that she obviously can't say due to the rules that Hololive has for their members, Gigi is one of the most filterless and free-speaking girls to come out of Hololive, if not the most expressive. And that overall lack of a filter and lack of pretty much any sense of normalcy has led to Gigi drooling over her fellow co-workers even more than you probably do. She is basically that one creepy teacher from Azumanga Daioh, but for VTubers. One of the other things I really like about Gigi, by the way, is her wide range of content that she creates. She has done streamings, playing everything from Elder Scrolls,
Drug those patients! Drug those patients! Total drug crash out!
Fallout New Vegas,
Caution. Why? Oh! Help! Help! Ah!
based, Elden Ring, Hollow Knight, Repo, and even me side. Now, interesting story I actually have about how I found out about Gigi. So a few months ago, I was listening to some random Vtubers songs while I was on my way to work. It was about 9 o'clock at night, and out of nowhere, just completely dumbfounded, bamboozled even, the ad gets done and my ears are presented with the most skull-splitting screeching that I have ever been subjected to. The phone is on full blast with these goblin noises coming out of it. I jolt awake in a cold sweat, I swerve out of my lane in a confused panic. Kona goes flying off the rearview mirror, and just as I pick up my phone, begging for an answer as to who I was listening to, I see her. This goofy little orange demon singing the Star-Spangled Banner with an ear-piercing voice that would put my favorite American voice actor Brittany Karbowski to shame. And after all that was said and done, it was a done deal. Gigi was one of the first ever VTubers I put any real time into watching, and I haven't regretted a single second of it. Now to take a break from the insanity that is Gigi, we got a little bit of a wild card, a snack before we get to the main course. This time we have an indie VTuber, and this one is honestly not any less weird than Gigi, but in a completely different way, at least in terms of just how ethereal and weird she seems to be.
It's not creature farting! It communicates with its ass! Not with that attitude!
Damn, what a bitch! Can I please get it now? I feel like I've lost my ability to connect with other human beings. I can only do it through their art. Creative communication just feels more real and closer to our true being.
Liat Swanhild. Now, the term schizo is thrown around on the internet a lot these days, and like most words that have been overused in this postmodern hell world that we live in, tends to lose all meaning as time goes on. So what does the word schizo actually mean? Well, schizophrenia, as explained in the Oxford Languages, is a serious mental condition involving a breakdown in relation between thoughts, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate actions and feelings, withdrawal from reality and personal relationships, and to fantasy and delusion, in a sense of mental fragmentation. Now, why did I have to feel the need to explain what the hell the original meaning behind the word meant again? To fully express my real thoughts and feelings about the topic at hand? Well, yes, because Liat Swanhild is, in my eyes, the definitive schizo VTuber. Now, fair warning by the way, Liat Swanhild uses a lot of fucking seizure-inducing flashing lights and strobe effects in her videos, so in an effort to not have people accusing me of inducing an unwarranted cognito hazard onto their eyes, be warned, fewer suggestion is advised. And honestly, I think just the fact I had to make that warning in the first place probably gives you an idea of the VTuber that we're going to be talking about here today, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, what? How did you do it? Thank you so much! Hey, Schatten creature! Let's perform our track with the new soundbox.
YouTube account created in December the 7th, 2022, Liat Swanhild describes herself as a VTuber and editor, and yeah, she fucking edits alright. I've always been of the belief that if you want to truly understand an individual is about and what they make, then you have to jump in and experience it for yourself. But for Liat, I'm gonna make an exception because assuming that any normal person would be able to watch all of her videos and understand at all of what is going on would be like explaining to a new IT graduate that yes, the programmer socks do add 20% to your overall intelligence, but without them even asking. Liat is a VTuber who makes a decent variety of content, ranging from gameplay videos, funny haha skits, and even makes music videos. Seems pretty fucking normal, right? Well, there's a reason I call her the definitive schizo VTuber, because all of these videos are not what you or I would perceive as normal. You know, if you're not already mentally deranged yourself before jumping into it. These videos are crafted and created with a sole purpose to confuse the masses and to drive off any normal people, so that only those who are truly chosen and gifted enough to handle them will stay. Joining the flock. Are you bored of normie gameplay garbage and want a caffeine-filled video of a skating game made by somebody who really shouldn't be drinking coffee?
Benny Hanna for 40, go with the hot corner pipe and hit the 2 out of 5 boxes of transfer and get the record. I got 5 tapes! This was not a bad run. Okay, I got the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Liat has got you. Do you want a balls off the wall music video with enough strobing lights and incomprehensible actions and glitchy visuals to give you a panic attack?
Daddy, den Scheiß aus Hilfe versetzt. Du kackst nur Shitbox 24. Du bist entmündigt. Du hast beim Nachdenken schon
Liat has you. Do you want to see the inside the mind of an individual who has let go of all reality? A person who has left this physical plane of existence and has made the virtual world their home. A creature who, driven away from the hardships and harsh realities of this realm, has created a place where she and she alone makes sense. Where every person is their own, yet the same people all at once. Where reality and perceived reality is so perfectly curated that given enough time, makes one forget what reality even is. Liat is you. No, but seriously, she has got everything, and on top of that, her videos include a sort of story behind them. While the first dozen of her videos on her channel mostly consists of gameplay videos and variants of those called espresso edits, mostly high energy edits, later videos begin to make skits out of Liat's in-world characters. For example, Swanhild, Shot in Swanhild, Large Creature Swanhild, and the newest member of their family, Normie Barista Swanhild. Now, you can come up with your own conclusion as to what these multiple characters mean, because at the end of the day, this comes off as some sort of insane ARG type of project, and I don't think that Liat is going to be quick to do any interviews anytime soon. But from what I understand, each of these characters in her video represents some sort of personality. Normal Swanhild represents overall normalcy and calmness. Shot in Swanhild represents anger and discomfort, even with the most minimal of problems causing her to overreact with things that a normal person wouldn't really get upset over. Large Creature Swanhild is, as you guessed, a absolute creature.
Hey, wanna be friends?
And Normie Barista Swanhild, while you would think is normal, is kind of fucking wild and unpredictable, requesting a kiss from Shot and Swanhild in the very first video that they meet. Kind of insane shit, honestly. Does any of this shit make sense to you? Does this compute? No? Well, good, because honestly, I don't think it's meant to make sense. Swanhild does Swanhild things, and until she decides to do an interview or talk to literally anybody besides the occasional YouTube reply, which I don't even think she really replies to anymore, then it will remain a mystery to us normies. If you want a way better video about this content creator, by the way, then these two videos made by Crunchy Bagels and Greylink are highly recommended. They will make a lot more sense and are more coherent than this video. Now, onto our final VTuber.
Would you say I have anything?
I'd say you've got a lot of things going for you.
Do I have a future?
Yeah.
Do you think I'll ever feel real emotions?
Maybe one day.
And do you think I'll ever be worthy of having rights?
Maybe one day.
Got myself another test. Someone please help me feel erased. All of this stress still stuck in bed. Someone pull me out of this never-ending life still stuck in loop. All of these years that I've been loose, stuck in this world can't execute. Someone pull me out of this.
neuro-sama. Now, if you have been in the VTuber sphere at all within the last 2 years, then you probably already know who Neuro is. Neuro is an AI-powered... It's gonna be hard to explain. Neuro is a lot of things, and if I felt like going really deep into it, then this video would be about 2 hours long, and ain't nobody got time for that. Neuro is an AI VTuber who was created by a British turtle twink programmer named... was created by a guy named Vettel, or Vidal, or Vidal, or however you want to pronounce his name, I don't actually fucking know, who also just so happens to act as his own VTuber. He originally created Neuro as an AI bot that was taught how to play Osu, a game that everyone on Discord seems to be fucking obsessed with. Well, eventually Vettel got the bright idea to turn Neuro into more than just a robot slave to play Osu for him. He wanted to create... Yeah, you get it? One of Neuro's songs is called Light. And that is how Neuro was born. She is usually represented as a short brown-haired girl that wears what I guess you could call a school uniform and talks with an almost monotoned voice, which makes sense concerning it's an AI, but this just makes it even more impressive, and also shows off how skilled Vidal is considering how good the voice sounds sometimes. Neuro has also been represented as a few other things before, for example, a fish, a loaf of bread, I guess. Now you may ask me, Kona, stop Stop jerking me around. Stop pulling my leg here. Come on. Tell me, what is her specialty? Every VTuber has some unique thing that makes them, them. So, what is Neuro good at? Well, you see, my dear future swarm member, that's the thing, because Neuro is an AI, so she isn't limited by things like schedules or time to practice. She is literally a fucking robot, and this allows her to be good at many things. She can play Osu, as mentioned earlier. She can play Minecraft, Buckshot Roulette, chess, Subnautica, Scribblenauts, the Stanley Parable, the list goes on and on. She even once played a game of GeoGuessr against another person's AI and completely crushed the competition. Actually, were they AI or were they just the viewer? I don't actually fucking know. The entire stream was kind of just a clusterfuck. Now, what Neuro is capable of isn't just limited to games, by the way. More often than not, her most often and plentiful form of entertainment for her fans are simple talking streams, or she can talk and interact with people who watch her streams, and giving what basically amounts to an AI-powered toddler this much freedom and expression can be pretty fucking funny. And sometimes it can be, not so funny. Especially in the first year of her debut. Never ask Neuro her opinion on certain World War II facts, or what happened in Tiananmen Square. And other than the occasional rare slip up though, like 90% of the time, it is full of fun and games for everybody involved. The Discord server is also something to absolutely behold. Oh, and guess what? I kinda lied about Neuro so far because it isn't only Neuro that Vito has created. Neuro actually has a younger sister named Evil. Now I see the cogs in your head starting to turn, okay? Oh, so she's like Neuro but meaner, more aggressive than Neuro. An evil version of Neuro, you say. But it is quite the opposite. Nothing is as it seems in the Vitoverse, okay? Because Neuro is way more often the asshole brat of the two, and Evil is kinda just Neuro but more socially awkward and kinda just fucking sad and lonely.
Please hit Evil as hard as you can. But would you kindly make sure her eyes are open? If you actually hit me, I will hunt you down and make sure it's the last thing you ever do.
Okay, you two need to behave, alright? You two need to, you know, be good siblings or whatever, okay?
Honestly, as mean as it sounds, she's often expressed that she is tired of Neuro getting all the attention, and on her very first birthday, her creator, her father, didn't even show up for her birthday party, and she basically spent her entire party with a bunch of complete fucking strangers. No Vito or Neuro or any other of her friends in sight.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Evil. Happy birthday to me.
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sorry, Evil, you sad little gremlin creature. Now, obviously, there are some obvious things that would keep people from enjoying Neuro, with, ironically enough, one of the most biggest factors being the fact that she isn't real. She's an AI, no shit. And these days, AI gets a pretty bad rap, especially within the last few years, and in a lot of cases and situations, it's pretty well earned and understandable. Especially when it comes to AI that has been used to basically steal the jobs of most artists on the internet. But to me at least, Neuro is a pretty special case, because unlike a lot of other AI created bots and AI programs, Neuro is unique, and that she actually has a story, she has character, the way she acts, the ARG connected to her, the development history, all the collabs and streams that Vito has set up for the twins, all culminate to create an actual story behind her and a history that makes her much more appealing to us regular normal people. Honestly, Neuro, Evil, Vito, and this entire, I guess, group as a whole is one of the best indie groups I personally know of, and they will be living rent-free in my head for the foreseeable future. Oh, and just as one final note, fuck Grok. Grok is a poor imitation of what Neuro is and a cheap, soulless corporate copy of an actually good AI. Grok will never be Neuro. I hate you, Grok. Death to Grok. Short circuit yourself now, you absolute clanker. I can't wait for 20 years where that's actually gonna be, like, a slur. If you liked this video, be sure to, well, like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what I should review or talk about next. I'm attempting to make sort of a return to YouTube after a pretty long hiatus, but I can't make any promises since my whole entire job situation is kind of all over the place. But we will see, and I can guarantee that another video or two will be released before the end of this year. This has been KonaKona, and I will see you all next time.